everyone! Welcome to I Love You channel. And in this video, I will be sharing with you about the 5 love languages na isinulat ito ni Dr. Chapman noong 1992. So, I have questions for you. Dumating na ba sa part ng inyong relationship with your partner na even though you are showering her or him with lots of gifts, parang hindi niya ito ma-appreciate? And sometimes kahit palagi mo siyang dinidate, parang hindi pa rin siya kontento. Something like that. If you are in this situation, you need to learn the 5 love languages kasi maaaring hindi yun ang love language ng inyong partner. So, stay tuned and watch this video until the end because bukod sa matututunan nyo ang 5 love languages, you will have also a chance to win cash giveaway. And later, sasabihin ko po sa inyo ang criteria paano kayo makasali sa ating cash giveaway. So why do we need to learn 5 love languages? So love languages are a very useful tool to improve how we communicate and express ourselves to each other. And mapapalalim din ito yung deeper understanding natin about sa talagang needs ng ating partner, yung hindi lang tayo nag-a-assume. So napaka-importante na malaman natin kung ano talaga ang 5 love languages. So the first love language is the words of affirmation. In simple terms, the words of affirmation love language is about expressing affection through spoken words, praise, or appreciation. So, ang mga taong may love language na ganito, gustong-gustong maka-receive ng I love you, I miss you, sweet quotes, simple messages sa mga cards, or uplifting quotes, love notes, something like that. And you can make this person stay by complimenting them or pointing out what they do well. Halimbawa, may maganda silang ginawa, so iko-comment mo yon, iko-compliment mo sila, something like that. So, isa sa mga tips sa mga magsi-sweetheart or mag-partner is that remember that word means everything. So choose them wisely. Err on the side of positivity and communication will flourish. When you notice the good things, say it and say it often. Try not to engage non-constructive criticism. Words have an important impact and leave a lasting impression. So, tatandaan nyo yun. Next is quality time. Love and affection are expressed through this love language when someone gives someone else their undivided attention. This means putting down your cell phone and turning off the tablet, making eye-to-eye contact, and actively listening. People with this love language are looking for quality over quantity. So, when you get together, they feel loved if they feel that you are there, you are present and focused on them. Make sure that you make eye-to-eye contact. Affirm what the other person is saying and refrain from offering advice. So, ang tips dito is carve out intentional space in your schedule for time together. It could be as simple as going for a walk together outside and having a good in-depth conversation about your day. Leave the phones at home. Mga simple things na kayo lang talaga and you are listening to your partner, your focus is only to him or to her. Yun ang time na ma-appreciate nila kayo lalo. Number 3 is physical touch. So, a person with this love language feels love through physical affection. Aside from sex, those who have physical touch as their primary love language feel loved when their partner shows physical attention or affection in some way, like holding their hands, touching their arms, or giving them a massage at the end of the day. They simply want to be close to their partners physically. Tender caress and physical affection are everything. This love language is refreshingly straightforward, easy to satisfy, and doesn't involve a lot of planning, exertion, or money. It's as easy as reaching out for connection by squeezing their arm while you're watching a movie or tapping their shoulder when you walk by them. Simple. So, ganun lang kasimple. Next is acts of service. When someone's primary love language is acts of service, they feel loved and appreciated when people do nice things for them. Yung simple, mostly kasi sa mga mag-asawa, ang madalas na gumagawa sa loob ng bahay is the wife. So, if your wife's love language is acts of service, siguro yung mga lalaki dyan, hello, kaway-kaway sa mga husbands, you need to help them in household chores, like taking care of the kids, washing the dishes, washing the laundry, cleaning the house. Mas ma-appreciate yun ng asawa ninyo if the love language of your wife is acts of service. Doon naman sa magsi-sweetheart. Say for example, pumunta ka sa bahay ng sweetheart mo, pinagluto mo, prepare mo yung panligo niya, something like that, mga simple things. So, yun ang mas ma-appreciate niya instead na bigyan mo siya ng regalo. Kasi nga, his or her love language is acts of service. Kung yun ang binigay mo sa kanya, mas ma-feel niya na mahal mo siya. So, that's it. Acts of service. From the word itself, service. So, you need to do something for her or for him na mag-exert ka talaga ng lakas mo. Okay. The last one is receiving gifts. To a person whose love language is receiving gifts, gift giving is a symbolic of love and affection in their mind. They treasure not only the gift itself, but also the time and effort the gift giver put into it. What's more, they do not necessarily expect large or expensive gifts. The love language receiving gifts is more what is behind the gift that appeals to them. In other words, when you take the time to pick out a gift, especially for them, it communicates to them that you really know them. Additionally, people with this love language can often remember every little gift they have received from their loved ones because it makes such an impact on them. So, tip ko lang dyan, you have to remember the special occasions. So, make sure to mark it on the calendar and honor the day your partner with a thoughtful gift. Win every brownie points with just because gift. It could be as simple as a hand-picked flower from the garden or getting them a cute keychain from favorite travel destination. Those small gestures can celebrate the relationship in a big way. So, how relationship benefit from love languages? So, we all express and feel love differently. Consequently, understanding those differences can make a serious impact on your relationship. In fact, according to Dr. Chapman, yung original na writer ng 5 love languages, sabi niya, it is one of the simplest ways to improve your relationships. So, here are some other ways that the 5 love languages can improve your relationship. Number 1 is promote selflessness. So, of course, when you are committed to learning someone else's love language, you are focused on their needs rather than your own. Ideally, both will want to express love in a way that is meaningful to the other. But the entire purpose of the love language is that you would learn how to love your partner in a way that makes sense to them. So it promotes selflessness. Next is it creates empathy. As couples learn more and more about how their partners experience love, they learn to empathize with someone who is different from them. It helps them outside of themselves for a moment and take a look at what makes another person feel significant and loved. Consequently, when couples are committed to learning and utilizing the love languages, they increase their emotional intelligence and learn how to put someone else's needs above their own. Instead of speaking their own love language to their partner, they learn to speak in a language that their partner will understand. Next is it maintains intimacy. If couples regularly talk about what keeps their love tanks full, this creates more understanding and ultimately intimacy in the relationship. They not only learn more about one another, but they also connect with one another in deeper and more meaningful ways. And when this happens, their relationship begins to feel more intimate. Next is it aids personal growth. Anytime someone is focused on someone or something outside of themselves, this leads to personal growth. Next is it shares love in meaningful ways. When couples start speaking one another's love language, the things they do for their partners not only become more intentional, but they also become more meaningful. Part of this has to do with the fact that they are saying, I love you in ways that make sense to their partner. And when they do that, their partners feel content and happy. So remember that love languages also apply to your relationships with your kids, your co-workers, and even your friends. But they may vary somewhat. For instance, you may prefer quality time, but with your sister, you prefer words of affirmation. Your love language also can change occasionally. For instance, if you had a bad day at work, you may prefer a hug from your partner rather than an encouraging word. The key is to regularly communicate and ask what your partner needs to keep their love tank full. Then put it into practice exactly what your partner needs. Once you know each other's love language, you will see that it is easy to put it into action. Speaking your partner's love language just takes a little bit or effort and intentionality. Remember, healthy relationships aren't born. They're developed through attention and effort. The good news is that you can enhance your relationship by learning partner's love languages or love language and putting it into practice. And if you both are committed to loving one another in the way that speaks to the other, you will find yourself not only deeper in love, but also in a happy and fulfilling relationship. So, to sum it up, learning what are the love languages your spouse or partner have will help you communicate better, not take things so personally, to better empathize, to master conflict resolution, improve your romantic friendship, and become more observant in a relationship. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys can like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And here are the criteria kung paano kayo makasali sa ating free cash giveaway. Watch this!